Hello. I'm here today to solve this lovely problem that you see on the screen. So 337 plus 156. And we're going to start by estimating because we got to kind of figure out exactly where our answer's going to land close to. So just looking at this quickly, I can already tell that, the hundreds part of this is probably going to equal up to somewhere around 400. And the tens is going to end up somewhere in the 80s plus the other numbers, so I'm going to say somewhere around 490. That's my estimate for this here equation. And so I'm going to write that a little nicer over here, and we'll just write estimate. My pen doesn't want to work as well as it should. Estimate is 490. So now we're going to solve using our base 10 blocks. So I'm going to start dragging them over. So I'm going to start with my hundreds, I guess. So we're going to just do this. We're going to make the numbers 2, 3, and then for 30. And then for this one, for the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that one's a little. Whoop. Okay, then we're gonna do 156. So 1. That's all we need. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6 of these. Uh-oh, I missed one up here. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's all we need. Okay. So now I'm going to put all these together so I can take my little pen tool here, I guess. Here, I'll organize these a bit better. So we're going to put all these together. So, bloop. So this equals 400, which is good because that's close to our estimate. That's what we were kind of thinking. And then, hopefully this kind of does the same thing. So there we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So right now we've got 80, so we're just going to put 80 here. And then we'll put all these together. So here we have 7. I'm going to add the other 6, 2, 3, and then that makes a base 10 block. And this base 10 block we can add to this one. So then this becomes 90. Again, close to our estimate. And then all we're left with over here is 3. So total these all together and you end up with 493. So that's how we're going to solve using our base 10 blocks. Is quite simply counting them all out, putting them all together, and then adding everything up really quickly at the end because everything is in its units. So we already have everything broken up into units of 400, 90, and 3. So that makes that all nice and easy to kind of do. Now I'm going to clear everything and we're going to get set up quickly again. So I'm going to type in 337 plus 556 equals, and we're going to make that a little bit bigger so it's just that much easier to see. And we already know our estimate. So our estimate was still 490. Sorry for the bad spelling again. And now to solve in a different way, without using the manipulatives and that kind of stuff, I'm going to do something kind of similar where I'm breaking everything up into its pieces, because in addition, this was a strategy that I used quite often just because it simplified everything quite a bit. So I'm going to simply take the hundreds places, so 300 and 100, and I'm going to add these together. So again, we get 400, and this is essentially doing exactly what we were doing with the base 10 blocks, just without the actual base 10 blocks. And from there, I'm going to go and take the tens, so 30 and 50, which equals 80. And then I'm going to take my ones places, so 7 and 6, which ends up equaling 13. So this is where we're going to move our tens, so all of our tens are back together to make 90. And then this ends up becoming 3. So now all of our stuff is once again back in its place, just like it was with the 10 blocks. And we're simply going to do 493. So that's one way of breaking that problem down into a simplified form that's not just doing the regular like math straight down the line kind of thing. And again, we actually started with the hundreds instead of starting with the ones like you would normally do in math. So I think that's another kind of helpful tip, is just breaking everything apart and then bringing it all back together at the end. So that's how I would solve this math problem, is by simply breaking it all up into pieces like you would if you were using the base 10 blocks, but I would just do it without the base 10 blocks. So there's my thinking on that one, and I hope that that helps you with your math problems. Bye!